Good morning, students. I am Mariam Abdul Halim, geography teacher at Lal Bagh Girls Inter College. Today I am going to teach you the chapter 3 drainage of geography. This is for class 9th. So let us begin. The drainage system of India are mainly controlled by the broad relief features of the subcontinent. Accordingly, the Indian rivers are divided into two major groups, the Himalayan rivers and the peninsular rivers. Apart from originating from two major physiographic regions of India, the Himalayan and peninsular rivers are different from each other in many ways. Most of the Himalayan rivers are perennial. It means that they have water throughout the year. These receive water from rain as well as from melted snow from the lofty mountains. The two major Himalayan rivers, the Indus and the Brahmaputra, originate from the north of the mountain range. They have cut through the mountain, making gorge. The Himalayan rivers have long course from their source to the sea. Then we have a large number of the peninsular rivers are seasonal as they flow independent on rainfall, which means if they receive rainfall in high amount, then they flow, otherwise they stay dry. Important rivers and their tributaries. The Himalayan rivers. The major Himalayan rivers are the Indus, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra. These rivers are long and are joined by many large and important tributaries. A river along with its tributaries may be called a river system. The Indus River System. The Indus River rises in Tibet near Lake Mansarovar. Following west, it enters India in the Ladakh district of Jammu and Kashmir. It forms a gorge in this part. Several tributaries, the Zakaz and Nubra, the Shyok and the Hunza, join the Kashmir region. The Indus flow through Baltistan and Gilgit and emerges from the mountains at Attock. The Satluj, the Beas, the Ravi, the Chenab and the Jhelum join together to enter the Indus near Mintakoti in Pakistan. Alright. Then we have the Ganga river system. The headwater of the Ganga, called the Bhagirathi, is fed by the Gangotri glacier and joined by the Alkanda at Devya Pragya in Uttarakhand. At Haridwar, the Ganga emerges from the mountains to the plains. So here you can see the map which shows the major rivers and lake of India. This is the map of rivers of India. You can see the main major rivers of northern India and the southern India, their tributaries and everything in this map. You can go through this map. Then we have lakes. So you may be familiar with the Valley of Kashmir and famous Dal Lake, the houseboat and shikaras, which attract thousands of tourists every year. Similarly, you may have visited some other tourist spots near lake and enjoyed boating, swimming and other water games. Imagine what if Srinagar, Nainital and other tourist places did not have a lake. Would have they been as attractive as they are today? Have you ever tried to know the importance of lake in making a place attractive to the tourists? Apart from attraction for tourists, lakes are also useful to human beings in many ways. India has many lakes. They differ from each other in the size and the other characteristics. Most lakes are permanent. Some contain water only during the rainy seasons, like lakes in the basins of inland drainage and semi-arid regions. There are some lakes which are the result of action of glacier and ice sheet, which the other have been formed by wind, river action and human activities. Lakes are of great value to human beings. A lake helps to regulate the flow of a river. During heavy rainfall, it prevents floods and during any dry season, it helps to maintain an even flow of water. Lakes can also be used for developing hydel power. They moderate the climate of the surroundings, maintain the aquatic ecosystem, enhance natural beauty, help develop tourism, and provide recreation. Role of rivers in the economy. Rivers have been of fundamental importance throughout the human history. Water from the rivers is a basic natural resource, essential for various human activities. Therefore, the river banks have attracted settlers from ancient times. These settlements have now become big cities. Make a list of cities in your state which are located on the bank of a river. So what you have to do, you have to make one list of the cities in your state which are located at the bank of the river, and I want this work to be done and you have to submit it on WhatsApp.